Hello MCA students, this is an introduction video for Thunkable, the Android version. Before you begin programming, make sure that you have your design brief filled out completely. You need to make sure you know exactly what you want your app to do and look like, how you want to navigate through it, what aspects will function, and what will be just for looks. Once you finish all of that and you know exactly what you want, then you can begin programming. In this video, I'm going to show you how to design your first screen. In the following video, I'll show you how to create a branding screen and how to make more screens that you can navigate to from your home screen. So let's start by creating an app and making your first home screen. So you're going to want to sign in and select the Android version, then go up here and hit Create New App, or you can open one of your old apps if you've already started. So hit Create New App. I'm going to say this is Cute Kitties Are Us. Okay. Alright, and so here's what the designer view looks like in the Android version. So we are going to go over here and hit Designer. Oops. Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened there. That other view that it was just in was the blocks view, and so this is where you actually write the code, but over here is where you add the components. So it should, when it starts up, it should start in the designer mode. Alright, so first it comes up and it already has screen 1. And so this is how you can make it look a little different. You can choose the alignment that you want, and this is referring to any buttons or images that you put. And you can change the background color if you want a color scheme. You could, whatever, we'll just pick lime green. Or you can select a background image. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick an image of a kitten. So here's my kitten image, open. Okay. Alright, so there's my kitten image. And then I don't want this to say screen 1 up here when you get to the home screen. I would like this to say something like, welcome to the Cute Kitty app. Right, so when I type that, it appears on the designer screen. And I can change that bar to any color that I want. So let's see what none looks like if we don't have a color at all. So that's not showing up because it turns white and my text is also white. So I'm going to pick a different color. I'm going to pick this pretty green. Alright, this is another thing you want to be aware of, is selecting colors that look nice together. So if you have more of a light colored app, maybe you can pick all pastels, or maybe you have 3 different colors that you're choosing from, but just be aware of that. That's going to help it to look a lot better. Since there's not much that you can do to customize the look of things, so now I'm going to add a button, because the whole point of this app is that I want to be able to press this button and look at more cute pictures of cats. So if you just drag the button on, it's very boring looking. I want to make it look better. I also want this button at the bottom of my screen. I think that'll look better. So to rearrange the button, I don't control that within the button component, I control that within the screen component. So I'm going to go into the screen, scroll all the way up, and then I'm going to pick, this is the horizontal alignment, I'll pick that I want it in the right side, and then I'm going to find the vertical alignment right below that, and I'm going to say I want it on the bottom. So right down here it's going to have my button that goes to different kittens. And button 1 is not a very good descriptive phrase for that button, people aren't going to know what to do. So instead of button, I'd like the text to say, click here for more kitties. Okay, so you can see it's kind of running off. It looks awful. So I'm going to show you how to make it look better. So you can choose whatever background color you want, or you can pick no background, so then you can see more of the kitty image, and I like that. So I want my font to be bold though, so it's a little easier to read, and I'd like it to be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to try 20-point font. Let's see what that looks like. That looks good, but see how my font now is unreadable? Because it's black and there's a black part on my picture. So I'm going to pick a different text color by scrolling all the way down to the bottom, hitting text color, and let's experiment with some colors to see what looks the best. That one looks okay, but it's still a little hard to read. Let's see if we can pick a different color that'll still look good with our color scheme, but be a little easier to read. That one's very difficult to read. Let's try deep orange. I actually really like the color of that with the other colors, and it's pretty easy to read. If I wanted it to be a little easier, I could pick a different background color for my button, but I'm just going to leave it at that. So that's my home screen. So as soon as my branding screen fades, this is what the viewer is going to see. And I could add more buttons to this if I want more options, but to keep things simple, I'm just going to have this one page as my home screen. So this was part 1, so go to video 2, part 2, and then I'll show you how to do some more customization.